Well, hey everybody, welcome to the Chair with James, or wherever you're watching this on the social media accounts. I'm going to do the week 7 picks already of the NFL, at least what I think. You can take it for however you want. Um, I think I know stuff, but surprises happen, and who knows what happens, honestly. So I'm coming to you on a Wednesday night, brisk, worked a good, 14-hour day, kind of ready to pass out, but I wanted to do this before I do anything uh, other from sleep. So tomorrow, Thursday Night Football, you got the Broncos at the Browns, both coming off of losses. Uh, the Browns are really banged up, and the Broncos aren't playing well ever since they started 3-0. You should say, hey, Browns should win this, but maybe the Denver defense does well. I still say the Browns win, but I'll probably be wrong on that. Sunday action, no London game, thank God. The Chiefs go to Tennessee, both coming off wins. Titans won by 3 on Monday night over Buffalo, which was definitely surprising. And now you got Kansas City coming in. What a tough stretch here for Tennessee. You would think the Chiefs would run all over them, but the Tennessee defense, other from the Jets game, has done well, better than the last 2 years. Remember, they were the toast of defenses 3 years ago, and then literally went from the top to bottom in all the defensive categories. I think the Chiefs pull this one out, but this is becoming a good rivalry when they play in the regular season and when they play in the playoffs. Washington goes to Green Bay to play the Packers. I think the Packers will easily win over Washington right now. Their defense is awful. Packers' defense, yes, is bad too, but I think they have more weapons and will destroy Washington. Now you got a divisional matchup here in the first, I believe, for the Bengals, other from the Steelers game. But Bengals at the Ravens. Both teams coming off wins. This should be a really good game, I'm thinking. I think the Ravens win, but I hope the Bengals make it a game. But we'll see. The Panthers play the Giants. The Giants are just bad. They're 1-5. Got their lone win against the Saints somehow in New Orleans. Panthers, started off well, just like the Broncos. Now they've fallen. They need McCaffrey back, and they need to win this game in order to stay in the thick of things. Probably not for their division, but maybe. But for definitely the wild card, as there's, of course, another wild card seed in the playoffs this year. The Falcons go to Miami to play the Dolphins. Obviously, the Dolphins are having a tough go at it. They lost in London to Jacksonville. That was an extended, long flight home, you could say, for Miami, giving Jacksonville their first win. For the Falcons, they're scoring, but it's never enough. I think the Falcons win this game slightly. Another divisional matchup, you got the Jets at the Patriots in Foxborough. I think the Patriots win, but hopefully it's a game. Hopefully Mac Jones can shine. Of course he was on, well, not the national spotlight, but I think a lot of people were watching that Cowboys-Patriots game and seeing what he can and can't do. But that Jets defense, it's been okay. It's been fine. Enough to be in games, and that's all you can ask for. The afternoon games now on the West Coast. The Eagles go to Vegas to play the Raiders. Of course, I'll have more on the Raider preview coming up this week. Probably on Friday, had a video out, but I'm thinking the Raiders pull it off. Every time it seems like I pick the Raiders, they lose. But let's just say jinx. The Eagles is coming in, trying to do better. Defense is not what it was, and their offense is having growing pains. Let's just say with Jalen Hurts. This is a definite game you would hope for an Eagles fan out there. You hope that Devontae Smith gets open. Dallas Go Dirt can do well at tight end since they traded Zach Ertz to Arizona. Ertz wanted out since training camp, and he finally got his wish. 5 weeks into the season, going to the 6th week last week. So I think the Raiders do hold on, but every game is close at home, it seems like. It's never easy. Never is. The Lions go to LA to play the Rams. This is the return of Jared Goff playing against his former team. And, man, the way that the Lions play, they're in games, but they find some way to lose them, or they lose them outright. And with head coach Dan Campbell pointing out and calling out Jared Goff, that was probably a good thing. Hopefully it wakes him up, motivates him to do well against his old team. Make it a game at least. That's what I hope for. But I think the Rams will stomp them out and win eventually. The Bears go to Tampa to play the Bucks. I definitely think the Bucks will win that game. Again, it's growing pains with the Bears quarterback, and the defense again should be better, but they've lost some pieces. You want to get Allen Robinson III going, and maybe they'll have a little success. Justin Fields with the Buccaneer defense. We'll see. The Texans play the Cardinals. Now, you would think J.J. Watt would be highly motivated to play this game well against his former team, the Texans. The Cardinals should easily win, but I think that will be the focal point. I would think that the Cardinals will stomp them out and run well, definitely against Houston. The Sunday night game, the Colts go to Santa Clara to play the Niners. The way these two have played off and on all year, I know the Colts had a great week last week. Where Niners were off on a bye. I think the Niners win, but hopefully makes it a real close game. The Colts. I hope their defense does. We'll see Carson Wentz on the national stage do well, but we'll see. I think the Niners still win. And then Monday Night Football, you got the Saints at the Seahawks. These two teams, you would say, hey, this was a marquee game, all these years, but since Russell Wilson got hurt, Drew Brees retired, it's not. It's not. The hope is the Saints offense doesn't run over the Seattle defense, but that could really happen in that game on Monday, but we'll see. We'll definitely see about that. I do have to think the Saints win, only if the Seahawks, only if the Seahawks win, only if their defense really shows up. But I'm gonna go with the Saints with that. So that's what I think about the Week 7 NFL picks. Let me know what you think on here. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, and take care, folks. See you on the Raider preview and in week 8. Later.